A map true stories. It started with a curfew. This story didn't begin with violence, or shouting, or fear. It began with a conversation that felt slightly off. She was 23 years old. He was 25. They had been together for more than 5 years. Living together for over a year. A long relationship built on routine, shared plans, and trust. At least, she thought so. One afternoon, she was getting ready to attend a Halloween potluck, a small gathering with girlfriends and their partners. Nothing unusual, nothing reckless. As she got dressed, her boyfriend brought something up, a curfew. He explained that he didn't believe women should be out late, that nothing good happens after a certain hour. He told her she shouldn't be out until 3 in the morning. She responded calmly. She said she didn't want to be out late, but the idea of him setting a curfew made her uncomfortable. That's when the conversation shifted. He told her that unless he was physically present with her, she shouldn't be out late at all, especially not at a party. She was confused. This wasn't normal behavior for him. She went out occasionally. She wasn't reckless. And he had never spoken this way before. He'd even been invited to come with her. Twice. He declined. When she asked why he was saying these things, his response wasn't reassurance. It was an ultimatum. He told her these were his standards, and if she didn't like them, she didn't have to live with him anymore. He said he wasn't budging. Then he added something else. He told her she needed to be home by 1 in the morning, not because of safety, but because she was pissing him off, and that he should be saying 11. That's when fear replaced confusion. She realized this wasn't concern. It was control. She packed a bag, left the house, and went to her parents' home. She was crying, shaken, and expecting, at the very least, a message, an apology, a check-in. None came. 72 hours passed. No call, no text, nothing. And that silence spoke louder than anything he could have said. Days later, she made a decision. She ordered a small moving truck. Her family agreed to help her retrieve her belongings. They decided not to tell him in advance. Not out of spite, but out of fear. Nearly everything in the house belonged to her. Furniture, personal items, irreplaceable memories. The day came. She stayed away for safety. Her parents arrived at the house. There was no answer at the door. No response to knocking. They checked the garage. Her belongings were scattered across the floor, thrown out. Not packed. Her family began loading what they could. That's when he appeared. Her mother later said something felt wrong. His demeanor was off, unsettling. He made it clear they were not welcome. And her mother noticed something else. Something that immediately changed the situation. She stepped inside briefly, only to see something that told her they needed to leave. Immediately. No arguing, no reasoning. Just leave. The family left. And from that moment on, everything changed. Law enforcement became involved. His parents were contacted. Arrangements were made to safely retrieve the rest of her belongings. Only after it was confirmed he was no longer present. Then came the messages. He claimed he didn't know they were breaking up, that he was reflecting, that he was waiting for her to reach out. His tone shifted constantly. Casual one moment, deflective the next, even joking, as if nothing serious had happened. Eventually, against her better judgment. She agreed to speak with him, in public, during the day, but that conversation never happened instead. He ignored her schedule, pushed boundaries, and made comments referencing the very curfew that started it all. Then he showed up somewhere he shouldn't have, looking for her, and that was the moment everything became unmistakably clear. This was no longer about a misunderstanding. It was about power, control, and escalation. She cut contact, issued a firm boundary, and prepared to protect herself and her family. Months later, one final message arrived, an apology. Carefully worded, detached, too late. Looking back, she realized something important. The curfew wasn't the problem. It was the warning. Control rarely begins loudly. It starts with standards, with rules disguised as concern, with boundaries that only go one way. This story didn't end with closure. It ended with safety. And sometimes that's the best ending there is.